I am new to making build videos for The Sims 4, and I'm going to start out in order. I'm going to grab my spin wheel, and we're going to choose what world we're building in. You kind of already know, but I was shook. Anyway, I am starting a series of making a build for every single lot type in The Sims 4, starting out with residential. So, as you may assume, if you were to assume that I was shocked to get Forgotten Hollow as my first lot for residential, you would be assuming correctly. Um, yeah, I was not happy about this, I'm not gonna lie. Um, I just don't want to build creepy dark builds. But you know what would have been funny? If I made the exterior match Forgotten Hollow and then made the interior super modern. I feel like that was a missed opportunity. That would have been super hilarious. But anyway, um I have a sim in mind as I'm building this. I didn't when I first started out, but I just, came up with something along the way. I figured Forgotten Hollow, there should be some type of creepy basement, right? Anyway, so the sim I was thinking about, or the sim that I had in mind while I was building this, is that she's just this like normal, unassuming old lady. She just moved to Forgotten Hollow, and from the vampire's perspective, she's just an old lady. She's friendly, and she's personable. She's like the type of person that like you don't even want to harm. You know what I mean? Um, but from her perspective, she's she's like low key a spellcaster. But she's hiding that from them. That's why her home doesn't look very spellcastery. And that's why she doesn't have like a giant cauldron. Maybe that's what I should have put in the basement. I didn't put anything in the basement. I was like, you know what? Actually, I completely forgot about the basement, if I'm being completely honest. But I figured, if you were to download this lot, you could do whatever you want with it. Maybe you'd have a different storyline. I don't know. But her goal in moving to Forgotten Hollow is to find new ways to unalive vampires. So that's why she has all those death flowers over there and the flower arranging table. And it's funny because when I was first doing this, I was just gonna do base game, Forgotten Hollow, and Life and Death. But then because of the storyline, I was like, you know what, let me just include seasons so I can get the flower arranging table. So that's what this is a limited pack build for those 4 packs, or not 4 packs, it's base game and then 3 packs. Life and Death, Vampires, and Seasons. So if you have those, you can definitely download this. And yeah, so for the exterior, right? This is so not my type of build. I don't even know if I'm following like build rules, like in terms of like exterior types. I think it's Victorian. It looks kind of Victorian. Um it looks kind of gothic also. So I think I'm achieving it properly. I don't really know. I don't know. I never build in this style anyway, so I have no clue. But I just found it. I wanted to push myself outside of my comfort zone. So instead of just sticking with like all black and gray and like neutral colors, I was like, you know what? Let me just do a pop of green. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's like, it points to the fact that like she's gonna be doing a lot of like potion type stuff and like herbal plant sort of mixes in order to come up with this new way to unalive vamps. But yeah, so it's like a little nod to the fact that like, okay, she got stuff brewing, the green. So actually I really like that tone of green, and I love that choice of brick for the fireplace. It's kind of like almost tile. So I don't even know if it's like um I don't know, but it looks really good. I like it. But anyway, Yeah, this is like literally my first YouTube channel of me building, and it's a fucking sorry, excuse. I shouldn't swear. This is gonna be a PG, family friendly channel, but well, maybe well, I don't know about PG, maybe like rated T for teens, you know. But yeah, this is my first. Yeah, I wasn't expecting it to be so dark and creepy, but I definitely should have taken that modern opportunity on the inside. I completely missed that. Hindsight is 2020, and anyway, yeah. So I'm just choosing my windows, and I feel like it's okay. Hold on. First. There's like so many things on my mind right now. I'm gonna be so honest. First, I just want to talk about like I've been playing The Sims. Okay, I've been playing The Sims since I was like a kid, obviously, right? But then I kind of like, I don't know what happened, but like I kind of completely forgot about it for like years and years of my life. And then when COVID came back around, I remembered about it again. And I was like, oh shit, I need to play The Sims. There was nothing else to do, so I was just playing The Sims. Also started a business, but that's, light work. We're talking about The Sims right now. Um, yeah, so now I play The Sims quite often. And I build quite often, and I really enjoy the process of building. But I love the process of building when I like what I'm building. I don't necessarily like forcing myself to follow rules. So doing a series where I have to like limit myself a little bit and then randomize the world I'm going to be building in, kind of like I feel like it's like a bad thing because it's annoying, but it's a good thing because it's pushing my boundaries, especially for like someone who just builds for themselves and not like publicly for people. And that's another thing I want to talk about. So you can see like I'm being a normal person, and I'm like I did the exterior, I did like the landscaping, and then I'm moving into the inside. When I'm building for myself, like when I'm not recording, I am moving all over the place. I am building the building, doing a little bit of landscaping, doing a little bit of like other stuff. Then I'll go inside, then I'll go back out to landscaping. Like I'm normally like crazy, but I was like, you know what? Let me try to follow some type of like organization and see how it works for me. To be honest, it's a little bit stressful because it forces me to stick to an area before I have all the decisions. Like before I've made all my decisions. And I feel like that hurts me more than it helps me. This is my first one, so I was just trying it like that. But going forward, if you see me jump all over the entire um lot um while I'm building, just know that like you will get a better build because of that. You will get a better build because of that, okay? But yeah, I never build in this build style. And there's like a couple things that like I noticed that I did specifically because I know that this is going to be made public and going on the gallery for public consumption. Like for example, I added curtains to my build. I literally never add curtains on the inside of my build because in The Sims, I just don't care to. One, I find it annoying because I'm just like placing them and like it's the same thing. You just plonk, 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 plonk it on every window. It's just kind of monotonous and tedious. One, two, I just like the way the windows look plain and open in The Sims specifically. Like obviously in real life, you're gonna have curtains on your windows because you don't want people peering in and staring at you or stalking you low key. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna need that privacy, but like I don't know. In The Sims, I just don't care for curtains. Yeah. But anyway, I'm building this home for an older lady. I don't even really play with elder Sims. I usually play with like adult Sims. No. Young adult Sims and teen Sims and child Sims. I'm usually playing like a family gameplay, but because my gameplay or because I guess I can't focus, I don't know. I never passed the first generation, so no one ever really ages up, and I'm usually just playing like a young adult with a couple of kids. Or like, you know what I mean? So yeah. Yeah, so I this is completely out of my wheelhouse of the entire time while building, I was thinking to myself, like, how do I make it Forgotten Hollow, but grandma, but not ugly at the same time? Because, like, you could, like, listen, I love a character build. Like, I love a build where the interior is just, like, rich with culture and experience and um memories and all those kinds of stuff. Like I love that. I love that look. I love a brown interior home with like artifacts from travels and accumulated items from professions and all these sorts of things. Like I love that, but because I'm doing a limited pack build where I'm literally just doing base game, life and death, vampires and seasons, it kind of limits the clutter potential, or maybe it's just limited in my head because I'm not used to limiting myself at all. But yeah, it was different. Okay. So I wouldn't say that this is like it's a good build. Like the interior is good. I love the exterior of the home. I'm gonna be honest with you. I absolutely enjoy the exterior of the home. I think it's unique. I think it's cute. I love the wraparound porch. I love the green eaves. Are they called eaves? I'm not sure. But I love that. The interior, I like it kind of. It's not my favorite. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. This isn't my type of style anyway that I would, yeah, like, you know me, like, I'm not, well, you might not know, well, like, yeah, you actually don't know me because it's my first video. I know me. But, yeah, I'm way more of like a mid-century modern, like, I'm basic. You know what I mean? Like, I like white. I like neutral. I'm like, yeah, I just like that. Okay. And I'm gonna own it. I'm not afraid to own it. But this series is gonna throw me for sure. Cause the fact that, but like, why am I getting Forgotten Hollow as the first world to build it? Like, that is awful. Like, I could have gotten like Willow Creek. I could have gotten anywhere. I could have gotten Oasis Springs. I could have gotten Gibby Point. I could have gotten Um, I don't know. There's a lot of what's the San Francisco inspired one? That came with growing together. Whatever. That world. I could have gotten that. But no, I get Forgotten Hollow to build a residential lot in. And I'm just gonna go in order. So the next one down, I believe, is a haunted house. And I'm not looking forward to that, especially after doing this. Because this looks like a haunted house. You know what I mean? It's like, we're not starting this series off strong. Well, like I'm starting off strong in terms of like my execution, but I'm not starting off strong in terms of like my will to do it. You know what I mean? But anyway, working on this kitchen. I wanted to keep a little bit of the exterior brought into the interior, so I made it green. It's the vampires. Sorry, I got distracted for a second. I made my dad jerk chicken wings, like grilled chicken wings for Father's Day. And he was just texting me back telling me that he really enjoyed them, that they're really good. So yay, I'm happy. I'm happy. I actually blended up my own original jerk marinade from scratch. So I'm happy that he liked it because it wasn't store bought. It was made with love from his daughter. But anyway, I'm healing that relationship. Um, yeah, life is lifing. But yeah. Anyway, so this upstairs, I had no clue how I had no clue how I was gonna fill that. But the beautiful thing about building in The Sims is you just gotta place stuff down. Just plonk it down and then decide if you like it or not. And if you don't like it, delete it and then put something else there. But it kind of like builds itself as you make decisions. Like as you put something there, you say, do I like that? No. Okay, let's put something else. You know what I mean? But like when you have a limited pack build, it just you have to, like, really, like it stretches your imagination. It really does. Oh my god, I just realized that. Yeah, but it really stretches your imagination. I think I'm really gonna you know what? Now, I think I'm really gonna love this series, you guys. No, because I just came up with it. I just realized something. This is good for my brain. And I've been working on that. Like I've been like actively trying to detox from dopamine spikes and like heal my brain and like make my brain healthier and strong and like calm my nervous system and do all these sorts of like amazing things just for like my decision making skills and like a lot of different things, you know what I mean? So I think this is gonna be great. Now I'm excited. Now okay, I think I'm starting off strong again. Okay, so for the upstairs, I more so just wanted to add more activities and things to do upstairs because I had a really huge hallway and I didn't know how to fill it. So I ended up just putting a giant organ, a game table that we got from that Bridgerton, it was like a Bridgerton. Ooh, okay, I'm done. I think like I don't know what it's called. Event? Yeah, event. But anyway, this is how it looks, the house in use. Um, and the exterior, and I like it. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.